Ooh, I love the transition. Just trying to share this to our Telegram. If you guys aren't already in there, that is where we give our giveaways out. Some of the alpha. We always make sure to update Telegram before X. So if you guys want faster communications, that's where you guys will find us. But we're really excited today. Welcome back to the arena. We are excited to talk today about prediction markets and music. So, yeah, Luana, how are you doing today?
Oh my God. I think I drank a little bit of that Celsius and I'm already ready to go do a, like a hike or something.
Hike?
But we're super excited today because we're joined by Dripit. They are an actual avalanche powered platform turning artist hype into a tradable signal. I know that in this latest few weeks, we have been talking not only about prediction markets, but there is a lot of things happening also in the background. People are talking about CC probably, turning the entire market upside down, or maybe bringing us the real bull market. That's also a prediction.
Very nice.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Right? But I'm super, excited to get to meet about this platform. I'm very into music. If you guys will see where I am right now, you probably will understand that. But I know.
You should.
No, I'm not. But
okay.
I'm super excited about this in a specific, because when you're passionate about a topic, and I feel like in before when we start building in blockchain, there was like a big gap between interacting with with music. A lot of people were dragging it into the NFT type of position constantly, and it was kind of like, yeah, you can only do NFTs. So you will see most of the artists or musicians just stuck on these spaces talking about NFTs, right? And I'm so excited to finally see that turned out, like that concept kind of like leaving across the door, and now we're seeing this type of innovation and bringing maybe other things people like to interact with. And at the same time, if you're a fan of music, and you really want to kind of like go with your your favorite artist, or your favorite genre, because you can actually predict anything, any part of the market. So I'm so excited to bring today Dripit.io is with us. Did I lost you? I feel like
No. Sure.
Okay. So yes, and they're bringing their signature feature, which is Hype Swipe, and it's directly built on the Arena, right now.
Correct. Nice to meet you, girls and everyone. Hi, I'm Acid, and I'm the founder of Dripit.io and our sister product HypeSwipe, which, as you girls said, it's native on the Arena. It's already live on the App Store, and basically it's a more, let's say, gamified packaging of the music prediction market vertical that we're building on.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
So let's start, at the top. How did it Dripit begin? Like, tell us a little bit more about the origin story, and what is that you do, and how do you end it, into this new, project?
Yeah. So quick background info. I'm a technical person. I've been a developer working previously on Web 2 projects. And since 2022, I dipped my feet in Web3 full time. Basically, was contributing to various other projects, and was looking for opportunities to, build something that hasn't been done yet. I wasn't really interested in, building another clone of a thing that exists. So I had my eyes open, several ideas that I was exploring, and that's where I got hit up by my co-founder Lefteris, which I have known for over a decade. He's a multi-platinum producer, has worked with many artists in Greece, our home country, but also other neighboring countries, producer. He also built a sub label from scratch for Warner Music. So basically, he's seen the music industry from the inside out, how it works and how it doesn't work as well sometimes. And that's when he hit me up. He was also in Web3 as a a community member, and touching back to what you said earlier, like music has had been explored in Web3 mostly through NFTs.
Yeah.
And although both me and Lefteris ourselves had been on the collector side of these NFTs, the sad truth is that these models were not really sustainable. So basically, our let's say our initiative started by, okay, let's find a model that works. Let's find a way to bring both artists themselves on chain, but the most important thing, to make something interesting for people to interact with, and of course have a sustainable business model that could make it work for longer than just a mint and then suddenly going down. So
Mhm.
initially we started exploring royalties. It's a thing that had been explored and for many reasons didn't really work out on the Web3 integration side. And that's when my let's say degen instincts kicked in. I'm a betting person. I like any type of bets. I used to be a semi-pro poker player, so um, instinctively I said, okay, let's explore something that blends speculation with things that actually matter in the music space. And what really drives music industry is hype. Trends shift, artists become popular, sometimes even overnight, through a big hit or some album release. And my the insight that my co-founder brought to the table is that things have changed in the music industry.
Yeah.
Artists blow up first on social side, and then that is imprinted on streams or album sales or the more traditional metrics that the music industry tracks. So
Yeah.
that's where we identify the gap. Like, okay, this type of identifying the new talent doesn't really exist in the traditional music industry right now. So
Right.
let's try to bring it to the forefront. And on top of that, build a prediction market uh, layer where everybody can interact. And the most important, they can monetize their insightful picks on, who's the next to blow up, or even the opposite, like somebody maybe falling down from their, high position.
Yeah, I love that so much that you guys kind of saw something in Web3 that wasn't here yet, something that you guys were both passionate about. You said he came from like a Warner Brother label studio, which is such like a big thing here in Web3 because like we're starting to see bigger companies come in and seeing that behind like a brand, you're kind of like, that's honestly really cool. It piques your interest. And then you're like, everybody, I love like when we had our one-to-one, you said everybody listens to music no matter where you are in the world. But I kind of wanted to go back just a little hair because you mentioned that you're from Greece. But I was kind of wondering, so what was like your early community like? Was it mostly artists? Was it data lovers, crypto native users? Like, what was your community base here when you started with this idea?
Yeah, so initially, even before our product went live, we reached out to all the labels and artists that we are already connected with.
Yeah.
First, to get some early feedback, like, would this be useful to you? Would you like to like participate actively on this? And we got mixed responses. Basically, the closer we got to, let's say, rap artists and the respective labels, they were very much more open to it. Because I guess this genre has a bit more understanding of the social media game and how trends shift in real time and momentum basically moves around along with attention.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, our first, let's say, community members were uh, mostly people who really love music and who follow both artists themselves, but also content creators that talk and create content about the genres and the artists that they are interested in. So um, literally our first, let's say, guerrilla onboarding campaigns were at pages and venues where these this type of content gets created and distributed, and we saw a great response from the local community. And at this point, I also want to say that this is our strategy overall. Like, we want to tackle and engage with local communities. We believe that, uh, as you said about how earlier, everybody in the world listens to music, right? But there are always these sub communities formed around uh, local music scenes that are different per country.
Yeah.
There's a different music scene in France, in Greece, um, in South America, in Southeastern Asian countries. So we want to get a better positioning step by step in each of these music communities.
Mm. I love that. I love that. And I just wanted, like, was it, from the music side? Yeah, I know that you have like because I know that you have you have been developer, you have been in the music industry, you kind of enter into this realm already, and now you are a founder. This idea was ever, and I want to push this into our audiences, because a lot of people think like, who's building in Web3, right? Other people ask, like, who is building, and how do you go from trying to build, a project or a business in Web 2, and then try to go and search into another environment, for things of life. So is this was something that you thought about, like, before, probably around, like, in the beginning of 2018, 2019, or when is that you really wanted to become a founder in Web3? What is that made that click?
Yeah, so to be honest, I wanted to just build something out of excitement in crypto since 2017, I'd say, when I first got into that space. But at the point, I don't think I had like any solid idea that I was confident about driving it from zero to one and then growing it further. So it was more like contributing to other projects, building some experience in the space, meeting people, networking. That's always important. But yeah, I think there is this, let's say, innate desire that somebody might have that, hey, I want to build something. And then there is this confidence boost you get when uh, you internally propagate an idea, and the more you hear about it, the more confident you are that, hey, this is missing from the space. Or even if it's not something entirely new and fresh, you might really believe that you can make it work where others have are still struggling to make it grow. So I guess it's a combination of these things. I had to both have, let's say, the know-how on the technical side, but also on the culture side of crypto, to give me a certain level of confidence. And then again, without an idea that I really believe in, and um, we see in front of us a path on how we can make this succeed. I don't think I would, make the step from just being a dev to move to being a founder. I guess you have to have these two things to propel yourself forward.
Yes, and I think that this is, like, very important. We try to really ask, our guests, what shifted in your in the moment that you landed in Web3, what shifted, and if it really took a learning curve for you to move from just a user to really going into, what, I'm going to do this because I really want to create this project. I think that that will bring innovation, or maybe I think this will help certain type of communities, and because we have a lot of people that probably are listening, here on Twitter, here on the arena, they are like, thinking about, what it really takes me. Is it that easy? And I always say that there's always a learning curve, because, yes, from failing, you're going to understand things in Web3, and you're going to kind of like learn what things you're going to move into. um, but it takes a time. um, When you were mapping out, Drip It, how did you decide Avalanche what was actually the chain for you guys?
That was actually a very natural choice. I had been involved in the Avalanche community and chain since the beginning. Not so actively at first. Like I was more of a lurker, in Twitter. Not really, doing things and putting myself out there, but I was still active on the chain. Um, Main, I'm guessing, especially in the arena, a lot of people can vibe with this. We've been through a lot of different stages in building out the Avalanche community to what it is today. So first, it was, let's say, feeling close to this. But
Yeah.
what's also very important, especially for me, who takes care of the technical side of our project, is the tech stack, the underlying tech stack.
Yeah.
And it is it is important not just to have like a fast and cheap chain and obviously reliable, but also to have all the tooling around it that you need to hide the tech stack under the hood. And that's a very important goal for us. We want to, our product is mostly catered to non-crypto users.
Yeah.
People can create a wallet using their Twitter account, their Facebook account, or just an email. um, we're sponsoring the gas for them, so they don't really need to go through all the friction of having to set up a wallet, keep their private key secure, or the seed phrase, etc. And all of that is, for some years now, has been possible on Avalanche uh, at a at a degree that it makes building things quite painless, let's say.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that one. I did you used to have the blonde Dokyo as your PFP? Was that you?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, my previous PFP was how do we say this in English? Not really appropriate for
Oh, okay.
children.
Never mind.
I will send it to you later.
Okay, okay. That's okay. That's okay. We don't know what children we have in the audience. I know that half
Yeah,
the
yeah.
crypto Twitter acts like children, so probably best. But
L-
I,
let me just let me just say that back in the day when I'm sure you know about how Bitcoin is breached on Avalanche, right? The
yeah,
BTCB.
yeah.
So now when that came out, I was a bit excited. I used to be in Bitcoin and active in these communities, and I made a dashboard on Dune Analytics, which is still getting shared around in Twitter about the volume of BTCB, etc. So if you check that one out, you can see my old PFP there.
Okay.
For anybody looking for an Easter egg.
Okay, perfect. I I wanted to kind of go back to like the prediction, right? I love that your
Mhm.
core idea is predicting culture, not randomness. That's a very powerful statement, especially here in Web3. We were just talking about how social media culture has really influenced the music scene these days. What was that moment that you realized the concept would actually work on chain? I guess we asked that earlier, huh?
I mean, we have I have a personal anecdote that we can share. A friend of ours was getting married like 2 years ago, and both me and Lefteris were sharing a car with two other friends driving to the wedding. And uh, from that side of our friend group, most of them are or were in the past musicians. So it's very usual, for us to share some new artists
Yeah.
that we like, or even argue about like who is bigger. Um, so that there was a heated argument about some metal bands and who is like the most say fresh name out there. And yeah, I guess we were already chatting with Lefteris about the idea back then. So there was this moment where we looked at each other in the eye and we said, okay, yeah, fuck yeah,
You looked at him with your eyes and had a full on conversation.
like exactly, like we were talking about this literally like the day before. We're actively trying to figure out how to bring our vision to life, and that was the best validation we could ever get.
Oh,
uh,
I love that so much. Like, me and Luana do this. Like, well, you're getting in that creative form. You're kind of like talking about what's needed, and then the next second I'm like, oh my gosh, and then we just look at each other, and then I swear I don't understand it, but it's helpful because easier to understand people with one look. But before we get to the next segment, which this is kind of about like hype swipe, which is, underneath the drip it here in the arena. Or wait, are we there yet? We're not there yet. Just kidding. Before our second segment, though, I did want to take a quick pause. Shout out our friends at Defenders. They are having a mint this week on AVAX. They are really useful for Web3 because one wrong click, you can swipe your playlist before the beat drops. So keep your wallet safe, stay on chain. Oh my God, I think I'm having a stroke here. And keep building smarter with Defenders on Avalanche. And we're just going to roll that ad through before we get through the second. It happens faster than you think. One click, one moment, one mistake. That's what a wallet drain feels like. It's not just code, it's connection, time, trust, gone in seconds. What if security was built for the chaos? Defenders is your vault in motion, engineered for what's next, because conviction deserves protection. I hate my voice in that so much.
You sound so good, Van Hosen.
I'm cracking up.
Like literal AI.
I did, huh? That middle part, my adrenaline was going after making that I just like, it sounded robotic. I literally recorded over that 3 times, but I think the music was just sucking in that one key note to it. But we do have a few questions before we get to the second segment. Like Jiminy Cricket asked a few good questions. They're kind of long, so I'm gonna ask the second one. I think he said people that would bet could be also a good fan base for artists. Do you think of rewarding better with some kind of artist gift, like a short talk with them, merch, or whatever could improve the connection between the bets and the artist through the platform?
Yeah, excellent question, and you're actually giving me a perfect segue to talk about a little bit about like the future plans about Repeat. So yes, right now we're like marketing ourselves as a prediction market for music, but basically the pitch that we put out there is that we're building a music fi ecosystem. So prediction market is the first vertical that we're launching. It is something that is from a purely business perspective, it's something that is generating revenue purely on chain without trying to, like royalties, for example, tokenize something off chain and bring it on chain, and all that buzz. Then again, we have a couple more verticals that we're working on for the next stages of rolling out Repeat as a full-blown MusicFi ecosystem. And that's where what Jimmy asked will come into effect. Just to give us a short teaser to actually answer the question without giving too much generalized blurb. So prediction markets right now on Repeat are mostly in a head-to-head format. Like you can choose 2 artists, and basically the user has to answer the question who will have more hype next day, next week, etc. So out of each market, the platform will retain some fees. And what we want to do for the next stage is distribute these fees to both the artists themselves, but also to their community. And we're building the tools to, make all that happen purely on chain.
Oh, okay. And okay, so I wanted to showcase this because I know that a lot of people are actually watching, you know, and we're explaining what Dripit is, and we are also, going into that they have, Hype Swipe. It's actually on the Arena App Store. If you don't know how to get there, I'm gonna show you exactly how to get to that area so you can find the application. So I'm gonna showcase the App Store, and it's pretty easy. If you actually go, you're going to see here on your left side, you click on more, and then you're going to see the Arena App Store option. Once you click, you will enter into this, live front. You're going to go down, and you're going to see that the second actual app is Hype Swipe. It's right here. And then, of course, you're going to accept the disclaimer, and then you're going to be able to, you're just going to go in, you click, you accept, and then Hype Swipe will appear, and you're going to see it here. Okay, hold on, because I have to approve all these things. So, and now you're going to see it, happening. Also, if you want to find more about what Drip is, I'm going to share the actual website.
It's clean. As somebody, like, this is kind of what we do, is like more visual marketing, and it is so clean. I have to tell you, we were talking today that everybody seems to use the same colors, the same basis for, like, if you're a prediction market, they have the same colors. It's always like black and white, right? If you're a perp dex, it's always seems to be that light green. Like, it's kind of universal. And then I feel like the same thing for, like, just so on and so forth, right? So to see this, like, it's so refreshing to just see different colors. We have the same green in billable mode. I love it. And then just like the cleanness of, like, the prediction side of things. Like, it looks so clean. And I just had to give you guys those flowers because we don't see it often.
I really appreciate it, and I'm sure our designer will love hearing this. And yeah, basically, I agree with you. We wanted to, make it stand out, but also going back to something I said earlier, we want to put the platform out there to an audience that's not just the Web3 native people. So
Right.
To make that, let's say, familiar to them and to make it stand out, we took extra care of both just the visual side of the UI, but also the user experience in general.
Yeah, it's clean.
I like it. So how do I start here? Like, for example, this is an active challenge right now. I can see that there is a the jackpot pool. This is how much Arena, I guess, is in that jackpot.
Yeah.
It's not bad though. So I click here.
Ooh,
Okay.
I love Cardi B, y'all. Oh,
Predict. Okay. And so, okay.
I want some money. All right, sorry.
And I can see here that this, and so I can say, yeah. So that's it.
Drake's birthday just passed.
It's simple as that. It's more, I guess, oriented for mobile, but it's also usable on a desktop.
Oh yeah, of course, of course. I'm just showcasing. This is kind of like your action. Now, can you hear the music while you are in the app or no?
So we do have this on Repeat. Unfortunately, it's not easy to integrate in an app inside the Arena. It's totally technical things that are out of the scope of both us and Arena. It's how the embeddings for music work. But going back to the experience, basically at the top of the page, you can see the timeline for this battle. So for this challenge. So basically, the challenge is currently open. It's based on the UTC time zone, so it is daily, but on every midnight UTC, we recycle a new challenge. And then you're basically speculating on the hype that these artists in front of you will have for the next day. So we saw the chart of their daily hype for the past 7 days. And you have to speculate for each of these artists whether they're going up or down in the following day. The challenge is to get all 6 of these correct. It's a bit tough. But
I'm about to go do it too.
Okay, look, but it's just like I love Tyler, Creator, though.
You're hyping?
And I will hype on it because it's really good. You see,
Travis Scott? Yes, please.
I know, but I'm hype on everybody at this point.
I'm not hype on Nicki, man. I just due to the fact that she's always got something to say. Like, it's never nice.
You're touching something very, very interesting, Maho. Actually, you might be laughing about it now, but that's a very solid way to play a game because basically, hype is driven by what people feel. If we feel that somebody's like I don't know, maybe getting out of their depth with what they say or what they do,
Yeah.
that will translate eventually in losing momentum. And that's a good example with Nicki and Cardi B. Like, um,
They're fighting right now. Like,
exactly, she was playing a bit posh, about hearing new album. And Cardi B on the other side, she put a video out basically apologizing to people about asking them to buy their album because of how tough it is to make ends meet these days. So you can you
yes.
can project how one will vibe better with people, and um,
I'm gonna do opposite of Luana's post, guys, and we're gonna see who
Okay.
wins.
Okay, you do the opposite. So you
I
see.
have
Okay.
so
So we're gonna
this
see.
looks clean on the phone, by the way. If you guys wanted to see what it looks like mobile, there's my ring light in the background, but it looks very clean.
Super nice.
Kudos to that because,
You have
like I said,
here, I guess, like once you start, ooh, look at me. Oh, I'm
look
so
at you.
cute. I'm just impressed that, yeah.
Mine froze. Whoops. I don't think that's a them
um,
problem though.
one who I think that the Arena wallet connection
Oh, there we go.
is a bit buggy when you have. Oh, perfect.
I
I think
had
it's a
to.
bit buggy when you have the Arena open both in desktop and mobile. I think you
Oh,
have
Well,
to.
really?
so desktop we have billable mode, and then this one's under my account. But
Perfect.
I had to log in, and then it froze, and then I backed out and redid it, and it automatically took it. So I don't think it was you though. I think it might be a connection to the arena and the wallet aspect. It must have just took a minute to read, or I'm also impatient. I like to refer things as microwave minutes. Like they take forever, and yeah.
Who is
So I'm gonna do a hype one. Okay, let me ask the next question. Since we are on Hype Swap, let's kind of rearrange the questions a little bit and talk a little bit more about that. So this is a really huge crossover moment for music and prediction culture. What made you guys specifically choose the Arena platform?
Yeah, so again, small anecdote here. Back in May, which was just a couple of weeks after we had launched Repeat on Avalanche C Chain, me and my team were in the Avalanche London Summit, and we also signed up for the hackathon. Um, I have been a big fan of hackathons. It helped me, meet people, and since um, part of my team that I brought with me on the summit are new to Web3, I also wanted them to get, that experience. So we're gonna build something more, let's say, nerdy, more on the infra side. And then last minute, we just heard literally on the opening ceremony of the hackathon that the arena would be there. And Jason came up, he gave you like a short intro speech, and he talked about how he wants to see consumer apps and specifically prediction markets. So, for us, it was an aha moment like, okay, we can do
Yeah.
this. We hadn't, we literally hadn't even thought about building HypeSwipe yet. So we just sat down at that moment, um, and quickly put together a prototype that worked. It wasn't as polished as it is right now, but it worked. So yeah, for this reason only, it would be natural. But even if I was a bit more, let's say, to paint the whole image, all apps, what they're looking for is distribution. And Arena has an existing community, a quite big existing community, I would say, that even goes beyond the Avalanche native people. There are people from Solana, from Sui, or other, let's say, blockchains. Because like it or not, blockchains are a bit and communities are a bit tribal,
Yeah.
but it's always nice to see places where these communities blend. And Arena is one of them. Jason and the team have done an excellent job of onboarding people across the ecosystem. So, like, even if you look at it opportunistically, there is a great there are a lot of things to gain for a consumer app that wants to reach a bigger audience by building mini apps and launching on the arena.
I really, really love it. And I wanted to ask you, um, I know that you come up with this, with Dripit itself as an actual platform. And then I think it's a great idea that once you're trying to integrate your platform and do like a mini app, has a little bit of a taste of your big platform inside, an ecosystem. It really makes sense. And I'm sorry, but like, to put it out there, but I think this is like it's literally genius, because you get different communities to interact with it. And if you want to go into the bigger leagues, they can come to Drip It, and kind of have a different sense into that prediction type of market, right? I really like what you guys, decided to come, with, and really try to build different things. Are you guys planning to interact with other ecosystems as well, like with this type of like applications? I wonder.
He, it's something that we're exploring. We already have a couple of things in the making that I cannot spill the beans yet.
Mhm.
But basically, so our approach, as you have seen, is build a niche prediction market. We're not like Poly Market or Calci that has a plethora of different choices, but we focus more on building a very an experience that makes sense and vibes with people that are into a specific thing. Music is obviously our vertical of choice here, and there are many ways that, just as you perfectly described, get more eyes on the ecosystem that we're building its whole by launching things as mini apps or in other forms as well, in partnership with other products like the Arena. That makes total sense to us. So yeah, we have our eyes open. We're actively building some things, and basically looking to get more traction on the whole ecosystem that we're building, and not just a single product by itself.
I love it. I love it. Do you feel like, um this type of, how do you actually measure, because there's a lot of like speculation and there's a lot of like fandom, right? How do you
Mhm.
make sure that Drip It feels fun and rewarding and not like intimidating for those that are coming? Because um I have tried Kalshi, I have tried, Poly Market. I have seen this, like, yes, you have a lot of different topics, and if sometimes it feels like kind of like overwhelming because you don't know where to go for, and it's not niche. And I like that now, in this type of concept is niche. So if I'm looking to predict and I feel like I have a lot of knowledge into what's happening in music and what the sentiment is about, around different artists or different genres, then definitely, that this type of prediction market will work best for me as a user, right? And I'm really excited for the future. But how do you make sure that it feels, fun, and it's rewarding, and it's not that intimidating?
Yeah, so the first thing that we wanted to get in our platform right from day zero is to also have um, to also enhance, let's say, the discovery experience. So right now we have some markets with well-known artists like Drake, Snoop Dogg, or whatever, and but most of the other markets are targeting local communities, as we said at the beginning of the stream. So it's very natural that somebody that sees us on Twitter or through word of mouth, they won't really know these artists. So it was very important for us to make it just one click away to listen to something that these artists have put out. As I said, this is not integrated to Hive yet, but on the main Dripit platform, whenever you enter a market, you can just click on the headphones next to an artist name, and basically get a Spotify player that uh, automatically loads some of their latest top tracks, whatever is hot about this artist recently,
Ooh.
and you can get a taste of what this is. For me personally, it was interesting because lately we put some, we started tracking some artists from Italy, from Turkey, from Vietnam, and maybe with the exception of some of the well-known Italian artists, um, I hadn't really listened to any of that type of music before. So even
Yeah.
when I was actually building features for the platform, I would leave a tab open, hit play, and continue coding, and I would get an idea about, okay, so that's what this let's say music community or this specific artist is about. That's cool. And discovery is a journey. Like, you might find something that really clicks with you, and then you can actually visit their Spotify profile, follow them, search them in playlists, etc. And right now, that experience that we support is a bit, let's say, basic. You can just hear the top songs of an artist. But we're already building, and actually we're launching some features that enhance that greatly next week. So basically, to enhance the whole discovery process through Dripit platform.
This is exciting. I didn't know you could click and listen to the music. Like, I really like this idea because, like you said, like, there's artists out there. So, and people don't know this, but Luana used to be an artist in Peru. And I think it's really important for people to learn music, not only from the culture that you're in, but other cultures as well. So, like, I didn't know that there were some connections between like English music and Peruvian music until I met Luana. So, I think that this is a really good way to get new artists in front of people. And I can totally see like the music industry tapping, especially because crypto is like on the rise in the United States, but where they're bringing this in as a whole. And I on the app, it's really easy. I was literally swiping left and right like Tinder. I haven't been on Tinder. I've been married for like 17 years, but it is. I'm a swiper anyway, so if I can swipe on my phone and do things like that, I love it. There was sound effects. Everybody knows this, like coming from gaming. I love sound effects. But speaking of gaming, you guys did in a way gamify this, right? So you have like leaderboards, streaks, jackpots, and a lot of competition. What's the reward system like? Like, how do people get on that leaderboard and climb? Is it through like, you predicted it went the right way, so you're now get like a point for that? Like, how would you explain it to somebody coming in? How would you
Yeah.
explain that reward system?
So every daily challenge is actually, let's say, a market by itself. We have there's a fixed entry fee that you pay to participate. Right now, it is set at 600 arena tokens, and basically, as market conditions change, we can alter that. And for each individual challenge, a prize pool is gathered by all the participants, and then whoever hits 6 out of 6 correct predictions inside the challenge, basically the 6 artists that you were presented to swipe right or left, um, whoever hits 6 out of 6 gets an equal part of that prize pool. So let's say 100 people participated, only you and Luana got all the 6 of them correct. Then the two of you will split the 100 entry fees that were amassed. Um, Now, out of each challenge, we take a part of the prize pool and we add it to the jackpot. So how the jackpot works, basically, as you get a win on a challenge, and then you get a second consecutive win and a third one, whoever gets 10 consecutive wins, they get 80% of the jackpot, and the rest 20% is left there, to seed the next pool.
Nice.
So it's kind of it is quite competitive. It's not easy to hit that, but then again, that means that prizes are getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
I love.
Kind
Well,
of like so these big lotteries that.
yeah, no. Oh my gosh, it's crazy in the United States. But before we move on to our ad roll, I wanted to tell you guys we will refund 5 people their 600 arena. So 5 times 600, 1100. No, I'm just kidding. That's 3,500. Just kidding. American education. We will refund 5 people. You need to post your screenshot that you did try Hype Swipe and that you did participate. It'll say at the bottom. Post your screenshot, tag build mode, and we'll go around and refund 5 people. So, you could try this out for free essentially. But yeah, I'm gonna say the first 5 people because, I mean, I don't want to sit all day and look for the income. So if you guys make a post, you tried the Hype Swipe, you paid your 600, post a screenshot of that approval, and we'll refund up to 5 people for tagging us. So back to you, Luana. I'll check that out.
Ooh, I love those. I love those. And especially I think that, you know, people need like a trial into
Yeah.
this type of things. And I love when, we can collaborate and create this type of, build this type of, type small campaigns live that allows people to try out the platforms. So what is next for HypeSwipe? Uh, is there any way that we're going to see collaborations between creators, or maybe any type of live prediction events happening inside Arena? Are you guys thinking about that yet or not?
Yeah, so the next thing we want to put together about HypeSwipe is, um, engage with the community of users. And as you saw, currently we only had one active challenge that was about America, or let's say internationally, career top rappers, or let's say in the hip hop genre. So we want, first of all, to enrich our selection. It would be very cool to have a couple, like 5 or 6 active challenges per day. Let's say, for example, that we get an in the Peruvian community. So we could have a challenge that is only Peruvian artists. We have a challenge only with Greek artists, Italian artists, etc. And this is something that we just started a couple of weeks ago doing on the main Drip platform, and we want to bring it over to HypeSep as well. So yeah, for us, the most important thing, actually, there's no like blocker on the technical side. The most important thing is to get in contact with these communities, see what people are interested in, and we can just put it out there. We can have more genres or more, let's say, countries and localities covered. Um, for the second thing you mentioned, live events, that's actually quite interesting. In a couple of weeks, we have a very big collaboration playing out with a rap reality show that will be airing on YouTube. Um,
Oh,
it is
wow.
based in Greece, but the host is actually Greek American. They have about 1 million audience already. And yeah, it is buzzing and going viral in Greece. Basically, the whole show is about fresh talent, young people who want to, get a kickstart their career, and the winning prize is a deal with a record label for I think a full album, etc. And our partnership with this show is basically we'll host weekly markets about who's the next to be eliminated on our platform on Dripit. Um, and the coolest thing is that the final winner will be decided solely by a Dripit market. So the judges are relevant for episode 1 to 9, and on the 10th, the final episode, it will be all up to Dripit users to select the final winner. And
Ooh.
we're very very open to um, do more activations like this. Basically, as you said, the intersection of live events and global participation by a community that is also in a form incentivized. Um, no solid plans for Hypeshape yet that I can announce at least, but there are a couple of things that we're exploring, and very open to get suggestions by the community as well.
I love that. I love that you guys are kind of like going also into the live scene, because at the end of the day, you kind of have to mismatch it with, the realistic, communities. Because, and you guys should do something for our Basel. You guys should do definitely something for our Basel.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it out there, no pressure, but I'm 100% that it will be really cool to have, like, maybe people trying out Drip It, and
Yeah.
you
Over
know
the music playing at the
I mean,
event or something. Like, it would be really cool.
yeah, like a live actual prediction. But before we go into our next segment, I want to, add this role for Jefe, because we're gonna give a big shout out to Jefe. They have been really ripping on the charts in the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
We're almost 83% up. So I'm super excited to introduce their new video for Halloween. We actually aired it yesterday, but today we're going to do it again. They came out with this new video. And as you may know, this is a tokenized brand on Avalanche, and they have their own Jefe Studios. So let's check it out. Woo! And before actually, well, first of all, I want to congratulate the Jefe Studios for this amazing videos. And we're entering into our favorite segment, which is the lighting round, and we're gonna go into these small questions. They are super fun because why not, right?
Right, not. Sorry, I forgot to put that segment in today, so I'm putting some in real quick. Let's see. Okay, I've got like about 10 of them I'm gonna put in.
Let's wing it.
Yeah, let's wing it. Okay.
Trust you guys, yeah.
Like surprise questions, so this is gonna be
Yeah. Okay, Luana, I'm gonna highlight it in pink so you can see it.
okay. I see it.
Okay. Ooh, well, that's too bright. Now I can't even read it, but you see it. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Do you prefer live shows or studio perfection?
Live shows, hands down.
Hands down.
You remember the Unplugged series when MTV used to come up with this Unplugged series, and
Yes.
it was I think I went to one, well, two. One, it was Alanis Morissette. He sounds so different live than what the CD. It was an amazing performance. Great performance. And then the next one was Juanes, which is from South America. I watched that live and it was incredible. Unplugged series was like unique.
Yes. Do you remember when they did Mariah Carey though?
Oh my God.
I don't think anybody will ever forget that. I feel so bad. I think about it all the time. I'm going to hell for laughing. That's the problem. That's why I keep saying.
This is really even how. Okay.
I don't know. You could do this one. I don't know. I did a Google search real quick.
Okay, Acid. Song that lives rent free in your head right now.
Justin's song at Solana.
Abex. Oh, we like the Abex version.
No, because he can say so loud.
Ow.
Yeah, because it hurt us. It was it was very disappointing to see that talent move away.
I'm still upset that he said we burned him, but he launched a song, got really popular, launched an NFT, rubbed us all, and then went to Solana. I was like, and everybody's like, I would go to Solana too. I'm like, are you kidding? Like he, like what?
You know what? This is exactly what makes up top tier community lore, though. Like.
Everybody sharing him from when he entered into like Web3, that video. Oh man, it makes me laugh so hard. I'm like, anything you've put online, people in Web3 will find that and they will share it and you'll never forget it. Like
I know.
People found my Instagram. I'm like, thanks, Luana.
Message me on Instagram and I see them on my timeline in Twitter.
I know, it's crazy. Okay, if your life was a playlist, oh my God, you guys, playlist, what would the title be?
The title? I guess, Typhoon.
Typhoon.
Is there any reference to that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the
what's the meaning behind the typhoon?
Cyclone might be a better word now that I think, translated in my head. Basically, it goes around, it can get violent, but then.
I feel you.
I love this so much. Have you seen on Spotify, which might be a good addition to your platform, but like they have your vibes of the day and they create a playlist with the name. I check mine every single day to see what it is. Let me see what it is today. Where they move everything all the time and
Yeah.
It irritates me. My playlist name of the day: How You Dance covers Tuesday Morning. It's
Hmm.
usually like sad girl
And,
emo vibes and the
yeah, I was
sunshine.
gonna say. Now, I'm curious what you listen to today.
I had the kids in the car and I launched AJR because one of my kids is autistic and he's just going through puberty and like the hormone surge is not friendly to mom. So we had a rough morning. We put AJR in because he really likes that song Bang. Bum bum bum. So that's my morning.
I think mine will be I live in the 90s, so I don't know. I'm
Britney
stuck
still
living
Britney
in the
Spears
90s.
pop era.
Yeah. I and I don't want, I mean, I try to move into the 2000s, like after 2010, but I just like I'm kind of
Just
stuck.
always come back. Yeah. 2008 was a banger year for music. I'm sorry. It just was.
Yes. Yes. I agree with that one.
It was.
Is
Okay.
it you or is me? No, it's me.
You.
One song you mint as an NFT.
Hmm. So I would pick something that I find to be like a grail, something very, say, important to stay through generations.
Yeah.
So I would go, to the classics. I would go back to Deep Purple, Child in Time.
Ooh, that's a good one.
But if I had to pick an album, if I may, twist the question a bit myself,
Okay.
I would pick Offspring, probably Americana or
Yes.
uh, Live. Yeah,
Yes. I like I'm telling you, like she's talking about 90s music and you are now like if you did not have those CDs, like you weren't cool in school.
you
Like
were.
you had to have like the Nirvana, the Goo Goo Dolls, Iris, like you had to have those and oh man, I just love that music is synonymous between every culture. Like it could be different, but we all know at least one song around the world, right? Like I don't know, love it. Do you prefer?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't talk today. Do you prefer a beat drop or a good bass line? Or I'm sorry, bass line.
Um, Bass line. One of the reasons is that my co-founder left there is a bassist. So if I'm not saying
Oh,
this,
really?
I can scold it later. But joking aside, yeah, I used to play the guitar myself as well. So I really like this type of let's say this part of music.
Oh, I love a good bass.
I love that.
Now,
And
can I make one question to you girls?
Yeah,
Let's
of course.
switch this around. Okay,
We
what
never
was
get
the
questions.
first album you remember yourself purchasing with your own money?
Purchasing.
Britney Spears, Baby One More Time.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think mine was too. I saved up my money from Christmas to buy it, but my mom gave me my first CD. And you remember everybody had those boom boxes, had like a
Mhm,
little
mhm.
handle, the smaller
Yeah.
ones with the CD in it. I begged my mom for one for like 6 months. Like I wanted one so bad. And she kept saying, no, we didn't have a lot of money growing up. So, oh, I can't afford that right now. Like we can't afford it. And so I'd ask a lot. Like I'm ADHD. If I have something on my mind, you're going to know about it too. And so for Christmas, I remember opening up this box and she had put it in a whole other box and I popped open the lid and the NSYNC Bye 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 album was in there and I think about that all the time. Like I don't know why I'm getting emotional. I got like goosebumps. I'm starting to cry. But it was like such a good memory that I think about it to this day. Like she listened to like what I wanted. She knew the album, like she knew everything and like put some CDs in there, but they were all good, all 90s perfection, like Backstreet Boys and 98 Degrees, Britney Spears, like
But which
good
one do you bought
times.
with your money?
Yeah, I bought it was the one after the One More Time. Do you know
Oh,
the one where she's on the album with her like sleeves up? She's just like
oh yes, yes. I mean, for me, I got that one, and the first time I came to United States, that was probably 2000, 2002, 2002.
ooh.
But I mean, the first time that I came like big. So I remember it was hella good from no doubt.
Ooh.
That era,
I'm just a
speaking with,
girl.
yes, and that was like probably my second purchase. I will say, like, I bought a lot of stuff in that, but that one I remember the most.
Mine was Hilary Duff, Metamorphosis.
God.
I love that album even today. It's so good. I don't know. Wait, what about yours? What was your first album?
Mine, it was the original Prankster by Offspring.
Okay, so you
Banger.
Offspring. I like that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's a good 90s. Even
really
today, car tripping, I put Offspring on. Like, it's just a good vibe.
It holds up
Like,
greatly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that vibe in that era. So
Yeah. It is a really good vibe. Ooh, do you have any more questions? People never ask us questions. Like, you're the
I
first person to
know.
come on and ask us questions. I like it.
I can't help myself. I'm always, you know, trying to make things interactive. It's a bit boring also if you, at least from my side, when I'm just on the receiving end. I like to prong and poke a bit and
I
get
I
to know
say
more.
nosy by nature. My son calls it quizzitive, but they're the same thing.
Exactly. It's just a different framing.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
I'll pass for now, but if I think
If you think of one, you know
Yes,
where to find us.
absolutely.
exactly.
But before we go to our closing time, I want to, introduce our next role, which is Tracesta. They came up with their comeback, collateral comeback campaign, and I'm gonna drop this video. So if you guys want to participate, they're having a 14 days campaign, allowing you to actually try out, do some leverage, and you get refunded if you got liquidated. So just like I'm gonna
a
put this.
nice a nice tester. If you don't understand a perp dex, it's probably the best time to try that out. Just because I didn't know what I was doing when I first got into prediction markets and perp dexes. I didn't. I came from gaming. We talk about meme coins, NFTs, and games. So I kind of wish I had that incentive when I started out. And I think it's a good way to learn, like, okay, that went wrong. I got my money back. What could I have done better? What could I have done differently? Because I didn't understand what a short was or a long was until I got into it. So short means go down, long means go up. I don't know why we had to make up terms, but here we go.
No, but I really like it because a lot of people, actually when the big macro event happened, and we talked
Yeah.
about this last time, the crash that it was not long time ago, a lot of people got liquidated, and a lot of people wanted to know, like, what can be like a really good, way to learn how to really leverage in this type of markets. And so I really like what Trista is doing. I'm going to
Yeah,
showcase this video and see you in a few minutes.
Dude, the music on that, pristine. I can't even help it. Like, it's so good. I wish the bass drop was a little more like, but like, so good.
Well, then who?
I know. I just mean, like, I love it. Though. Like, the basketball sneakers on the floor, like that.
Ooh, I mean,
I love that. Like,
that was like my idea, because the idea for this video and to showcase, this part
you
is
nailed it.
really, really put that out there. But
yeah, it's good. I just wish it had that Sony.
I know. The more I edit, the better I get, I guess.
No. It's amazing. I just mean, like, I wish the sound effects on, like, 'cause I use the same program. I've been searching. Ooh, she left. I just mean, I wish in the program, like, I'm always looking for that sound effect. I can't find it. I'm gonna have to steal it from YouTube, I think, because
it's really good.
I need it. I know.
Yes.
So good. You nailed that, by the way. I can't.
We are so thankful because we went from predicting hits to, kind of shaping the culture, and really Dripped is redefining what being early means. So I am so thankful. I want to give a massive thanks to the arena for for having you here today, and also for allowing us to kind of like get everyone to understand what Dripit is building in the app store of Arena. And as you may know, you can actually hype with your swipes in the Hype Swipe application that Dripit has on the arena, and maybe you can win the the jackpot, because
Ooh.
right now I just did it. So if
Me
I
and you are the there's 3 people in this jackpot at the moment. Me and Luana. We don't know who else. But you have the opportunity to try out the app and get your money refunded. So you could essentially just for free win the entire jackpot for just trying it out. We're giving away 5 to anybody who posts that they actually did spend the arena. We will refund 5 people. So try it out, see how you like it. It's mobile and desktop. I really like the mobile version. It literally took over my screen like I was on an app. So
I know.
yeah,
I like it.
it was good. But Acid, thank you so much for joining us today, for your time. You're answering all our pesky questions and really informing us in the community what Dripit is. I'm bullish on this. We love music. We're like the 2 musical autistics that just be sitting here working like, and we just come up with a whole song. So I don't know, but music is our love language. So thank you for coming on Build Mode, teaching us about what you're building on the arena, but also outside of the arena. And yeah, if anybody, we also, before we go, I'm so sorry. Friday is Halloween. We have a contest going on Friday for a Halloween contest, and we're giving out arena for that. So if you have a costume Friday, we will announce it again. We're going to announce it Thursday, but get your Halloween costumes planned out. If you make us laugh, dude, we're just giving you money. Like, we're giving you money. So we'll share them.
It's not that easy to make us laugh. I'm just saying. I can see a serious face.
I'm so serious.
No, you're not.
I don't believe it. I don't believe either of you for some reason.
We're ABL, always be laughing. So
yes, always be laughing.
But yeah,
for sure. But we're super
So
excited.
thank you for having me, girls, and shout out to Jason, Bob, and the arena
yes,
team for
so amazing.
making all this happen. I might give it a try to your Halloween contest.
Yes, please do.
Oh
my gosh,
super. Okay.
Yeah, we'll post more information around that.
Costumes we're gonna wear.
We're those type of people that like we can't wear the same cannot wear the same costume more than once. So I've got to think of something funnier now, and I need to put my braces back in. I'm over here like lisping, losing my tongue, awful. So we love you guys. We'll put more information out there. We have a costume contest. Somebody in the comments was like, "What contest?" Costume contest on Friday. But start thinking of your costumes now. We'll be giving out most of our arena Friday to the people who enter the giveaway. So stay tuned for more information. We got the poster ready and everything. Bye. She's like, get out.
I'm just saying, we will be back on Thursday if we want to.
Oh, we are coming Thursday to talk about the Defenders.
We will actually put that there.
Oh, what's late now?